That is so frustrating. The YouTube app crashed again, so here's the new URL. The YouTube app crashes once in a while for unknown reasons, and when I restart it, it has a new URL. When that happens, I will send it to you, like now, for example, :
Turn right onto Texas 44 East. Continue on Texas 44 East for a half mile.
It's just weird.
In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on Texas 44 East.
I don't know why the app crashes like that. It just goes poof. And when it does, I have to restart, and there's a whole new URL for the stream and everything.
Turn right to stay on Texas 44 East.
So listen, if it ever goes off like that and you're wanting to find the stream again, all you got to do is search
In a half mile, turn left onto Texas 44 East.
my channel name, Hurricane Track, or subscribe, and then just go and it'll be there once I start it up again. There's no bandwidth issues or anything like that. It's just, for some reason, starting yesterday, the YouTube app will just inexplicably crash. It's just gone. When there's no bandwidth or limited bandwidth, it will tell me that.
Turn left onto Texas 44 East Industrial Boulevard.
It'll say bad connection or can't connect or whatever. And then it just kind of hangs. And if it stops and I restart it, it'll pick right up where it left off. But when the app crashes, that's it. I have to start over again. So it's a bummer. The YouTube app seems to crash from time to time, and when it does and I restart, I get a new URL. If you are watching the YouTube feed and it goes off, just search hurricane track. On YouTube, and it'll be right there when I start it up again. So we got a little miniature rain band here, and then hopefully somewhat of a dry slot before the really nasty stuff comes in later. It will be several hours before that happens. And perhaps one of our remote cameras that we are installing will have some great video as well. Period. I will send you those links once we have those going. Period. Hello, James Lewis. So I'm still 21 miles from the bridge that I would like to set up the first system upon. How's the new house and the old shop? I bet. Yeah, I'll come visit when I get back sometime in December. All right. Yeah, me and James go way back. So when I saw him pop up there, I had to say hello. I did see that one. No, I don't think it'll be a Cat 4 at landfall. I sure hope not. So right now down here, it's just light rain and the wind is steadily picking up. Not much traffic. The pressure keeps falling because the convection keeps going, the thunderstorms around the eye wall. As long as they keep going, the pressure will drop. Ugh, excuse me. It took me 2 days to get to Texas. Yeah, so every once in a while, for some reason, the YouTube app will crash. Although I left it up for several hours last night, just sitting in the Tahoe looking at the wind indicator, and it didn't crash. So I don't know why it keeps doing it. Hey, Malaysia. So I'm able to look at the chat just a little bit since there's nobody out here but me. Carrie and Todd, who are helping me, are about 1,500 feet behind me in their truck. And the iPhone is perched on this little monopod, which is clamped onto the gear shift of the Tahoe. So it's literally like a heads-up display right in front of my eyeballs. Oh, here comes a truck. He's hauling the mail. Here he comes. Law enforcement. I'm going to be in Texas for a while. Several days. So by the way, with the landfall looking like it's going to happen in absolute darkness, odds are we will not be launching the weather balloon. Not in this situation. So if you know what I'm talking about there, the weather balloon project, right now, it's a no-go. So Harvey's going to have to wait. Some kind of a radar dome there. Look at that. I'm assuming that's Corpus Christi radar site. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So if for some reason the YouTube app crashes, don't despair. I will fire it back up again, but it gives me a new URL and the stream is different or whatever. So just search Hurricane Track, all one word, Hurricane TRACK.
In 2 miles, take the Texas 358 East exit toward North CCAD, Padre Island.
And you'll find it again. If anything happens and it gets knocked off and I'm able to stream again, search Hurricane Track, subscribe to the channel, whatever, and you're good to go. You'll find it. So I'm getting ready to hop on Texas 358, and that's where the bridge is that we will be setting the equipment up, hopefully. I looked at it on Google Street View last night, and it looks like a winner. Looks like a good spot for the anemometer. The anemometer measures wind speed and direction, and the pressure sensor, which measures air pressure, of course, and then a live camera.
In a quarter mile, take the Texas 358 East exit toward North CCAD, Padre Island. Take the Texas 358 East exit. Continue on Texas 358 East for 11 miles. In a quarter mile, merge onto Texas 350. In a quarter mile, merge onto Texas 358 East. Continue on Texas 358 East for 11 miles.
So one good piece of advice if you're wanting to know what's going to happen in your area, listen closely. I'm going to give you the secret. Go to weather.gov, weather.gov, weather.gov. Upper left-hand corner, put in your zip code. The zip code of where you're interested. Maybe it's a family member or whoever. You live there, whatever. Put in your zip code, and when you get to the landing page after that, read the red headlines and look for one that says Hurricane Local Statement. If you want to know what's going to happen in your town, there you go. It's right there. Spelled out, very detailed. Your Hurricane Local Statement is your best friend for information pertaining to your local area. You will be so glad you found it. When we get here, please turn your Wi-Fi off just to be safe. So, good morning, everybody. My name is Mark Suddeth, and I run HurricaneTrack.com. It's about 7 minutes until 8 o'clock Central Time, and I am near Corpus Christi. I'm about 12 minutes from our first stop, where we're going to set out a weather station to monitor wind speed and air pressure, and a live camera feed from that site. It's part of a project to study hurricanes while streaming live video to show the public what's happening. The video and the live weather data goes to our app. It's called Hurricane Impact, 2 words, for iPhone on the App Store. Hurricane Impact. I will put a link to the video part on the YouTube chat. But the video and the weather data are collected and put on a screen in the app. It's all in one nice, neat package. So it's a great way to help us out, but you also get to watch what's happening in real time. Hurricane Impact, 2 words. And there's other good stuff in the app as well. Video updates when I post them, the news section with my blog, and my direct Twitter feed is right there in the app. So everything I post on Twitter is right there in the app. You don't have to go back to Twitter to see what I'm posting. Not a bad deal for $4. So it's not going to be possible for me to monitor the chat right this moment and for the next little while we're working. Hope you understand. And I will say this, though. We have moderators, and they're not going to tolerate any shenanigans. You like it when your parents said that? Hey, y'all, no shenanigans now. Seriously, this is like not the place for it. And there will be no warnings, you're just gone. Now, I was saying earlier, if anything happens to the stream, if it cuts out, if the app crashes, I'm using the YouTube app to stream. Never fear, I'll have it back up and running within a couple of minutes. So just search Hurricane Track and you'll find it. It does not keep the same URL or whatever. So just letting you know ahead of time, luck favors the prepared. It's been a little wonky since yesterday afternoon, and I'm not sure why. It just sometimes literally just shuts off. So yeah, some of the people that know where I am, know what I'm doing, you know, the moderators, etc. If you got questions that you're asking me, they may be able to help you. right now I cannot look at the chat. My apologies. So it's great to have you guys with me. I appreciate it. Feel free to share the link, put the word out. And later on, once we get these cameras running all along the Texas coast, and I get back to my hotel, the command center, if you will, I will, and this is hours from now, I will set up another YouTube feed remotely from my office in North Carolina, where I can go in and bring in the cameras that we set up from Ustream, because they're all directed to Ustream, our cameras. And so I can pump those through YouTube using Wirecast. And so you'll be able to watch the cameras. I'll switch between them. And so we'll have two different YouTube feeds going. One from the hotel in Alice. And if it's boring, I'll shut that one off, and just use the Wirecast to stream the remote cams. So you got that to look forward to. That'll be awesome. All right, we're 6 minutes. 6 minutes from where we need to be.
In 2 miles, take the exit toward Texas 3 Spur and is Joslin Road, Paul Jones Avenue.
So it's a little breezy out here. In a little while, we're going to know exactly how breezy, because I'm going to be setting up the weather station. never been to this bridge before, so I gotta hope that everything's easy to deal with. Let's see if this is it. Yep, this is it. And I believe it's the other side where the railing thing is. Yep. So I'm going to have to go across and then come back the other way. Perfect. That'll work. All right, so it looks good. There's a steel railing on the other side. There's like a walkway, and that's what I need to go on. Luckily, everything's light, so I should be able to park somewhere since people walk on the bridge, and I'll just walk my equipment out there and set it up. Piece of cake, right? I'll just be a little wet. So I got to get on that other side over there. No problem. So what I need to do is probably hop off up here on one of these frontage roads and then come back the other way.
Continue on South Padre Island Drive for a half mile. In a quarter mile, make a U-turn.
Perfect.
Make a U-turn.
I am from North Carolina. I saw that on the chat. I'm from North Carolina.
Continue on South Padre Island Drive for a half mile.
Wow, look at the low clouds zipping by like that. That's, oh, so amazing. I don't know if it comes through on YouTube, but man, those low clouds are just hauling it. Hurricane sky. Goodness. You're going to be able to see that on the live video when I get it running.
In a quarter mile, use the left lane to take the Texas 358 West ramp.
It's just a particularly low band of clouds.
Use the left lane to take the Texas 358 West ramp.
Golly, if you could see it from here, it doesn't translate well over the internet. There's so much velocity up there.
Take the exit toward Paul Jones Avenue.
So welcome 540 viewers. My name's Mark, and I think this is what I want right here. I am getting ready to set up some equipment. All right, here we are. So there's the walkway. I just need to be able to pull over. This is it. So I'm going to give you a look at the bay down there, Oso Bay or whatever it's called. I'll be able to turn the phone over that way. Actually, I've got to take this off. See, it's an iPhone streaming on the YouTube app. So what I'm going to do is put the Tahoe in neutral. There we go. Put this guy on here like this. Okay. It is time for me to get to work. Let me look at the radar. We're here, so I'm not in a big hurry now. So there is a dry slot coming. It could be a little ways away, so I got to be careful. Boy, look at the eye on radar. Good grief. So this is Corpus Christi, Texas. In fact, yeah, I think that'll work. You should be able to see it pretty good. There we go. Gonna wait a few minutes for the possibility of drier weather. All right. I can see the chat now since I'm stopped. And anybody that's saying like nonsense stuff, we're just going to remove you. So please don't do that. Yes, that's Carrie and Todd behind me. Look at the clouds moving by. That's really neat. Yeah, Chris, just, keep it real, man, all right? Well, the wind and rain is not too bad, so let me get my raincoat on and get started here. Right now, the wind is 35 miles per hour on the Tahoe. Let me show you that real quick. Start the anemometer over. So I have an anemometer on top of the Tahoe, and watch, look at that. Already 34 miles per hour for a peak gust coming right off the bay. Man, that's incredible already. That's not good. Okay, I got to get to work.
off that one time. Went off the air that one time. Never started. It started buffering. And by the time we got to here, almost 3 minutes behind.
Really?
Yeah. But once it stopped buffering, it stayed going just fine.
I don't know why it just crashes though. It used to give me a thing about bad connection, whatever. Yesterday it just said, screw it, I'm just gonna crash. There it is. That's just my stylus. Pressure's 1,003.62 millibars. Wind is 0. All of this is working. Cool. Should be connecting to Wi-Fi shortly. Should be there.
We've got an open roll in the truck if you want to use that one. An open one.
Yeah. Oh, you got one already open?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good idea.